And welcome back again. It is 3:43 in the a.m. and we are here with two fine gentlemen, two developers from Live Zero.
One fine gentleman and me.
One fine gentleman and... So, are you? I got that. I'm a little late. Sorry,
It's
I'm
okay.
a little slow right now. But and you guys are the creators of
Skullgirls.
Skullgirls, huge hit. Something that people are totally dug into. Released originally on the PSN, right?
PSN and Xbox Live.
And Xbox.
Ported to PC.
And ported to PC. And there's quite a competitive community that loves to take part in this game. And I also love the art style and animation. And the fact that they're all girls. I like that too. I mean,
Well,
they're
not
all
all girls
They're
anymore.
not all.
Not anymore.
I'm so old and so late to the game. So we have a lot to talk about, and
Yep.
it seems. Can you introduce yourself and what
Sure.
positions you have?
I'm Mike Z. I'm the lead programmer / lead designer. And yeah.
I'm Earl. A lot of people in the community call me Render, if you want to go with that. I'm designer / community manager / part-time PR guy / sometimes loc coordinator, sort of, I guess.
Many hats.
Right, yeah,
Many
lots of hats.
And we already have some emoji here. I've never seen before. Do you guys know those white guys there? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them's
He's-
Kappa and one of them's Gutex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it says
I am sure you are not
it's-
serious that you've never seen Kappa before.
EA
That came with a Kappa by itself, right?
EA 575. Well, let me say this. It's time. They say and EA 575 Render looking sexy. Looking sexy. So yeah, you're right. Everyone knows you as Mr. Render.
Also
Render.
that he's sexy.
And that he's sexy. Mike Z, you're quite the handsome fellow with a beard as well.
Oh,
I
dude.
like that. You
There's
remind me of a
white-
guy
there are
named
white
Ron.
hairs in this.
That's the sign of wisdom.
It's the salt and pepper, man. You gotta have seasoning.
exactly.
Well, I'm
Mm.
Or else
salty.
you can't taste
Tasty.
it.
Tasty. Okay, and I want to thank you. Really, you guys have been here all day.
Wait, can I?
Go
I
ahead.
have to interrupt. What are you looking for? It's a dev kit. Let me see. Sorry.
So
We're
he's
trying to
gonna
get the dev kit to work.
You go ahead. I'll speak to Mr. Render.
Sure.
You guys have been here all day, joining in on the fun.
Yeah, right around, showed up around like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Started just getting a tournament going for Skullgirls.
Sweet.
Yeah, Wing Zero just beat everybody.
Wing Zero,
yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
usual, as per-usual.
We good? All right.
Yeah, we showed off some of the new changes. We have an ongoing beta version of the game on PC where we test out balance changes and stuff like that. So we showed those off.
Nice.
Yeah, it actually really helps with balancing a fighting game. It's the kind of thing
Yeah.
you like just need.
Being able to bring it to a group of like 25 to 30 people every week,
The kind of people who will be playing the game.
and being able to I gotta say, there are some really nice things about playing a game on a console, but as a developer, the ability that Steam gives you to just make a build and then you push a button and it goes out to everybody is the most magical thing that you can possibly imagine. I mean, it's like chocolate strawberry ice cream. It's that good.
I love the analogy,
Like
so that I can understand the lingo.
Because we have a beta on the PC,
Yes,
right? Like
okay.
the real game is also on PC and it's kept pretty much the same as console.
Okay.
But then we have a beta which is separate, which I can change like every couple days. I can add new things. I can fix bugs. I can see what it affects in balance.
Speaking of
and
which,
people can play it all.
The number of bugs that our community has like found
Oh,
and
dude.
pointed out to us that we could fix is like innumerable. It's so helpful to have a
Yeah.
bunch of people just like dumping in hours of our game, which we're already
Basically, you
happy
wanna
about.
give a big
Oh
real
man,
kiss,
to everybody.
real
Oh, it's the
tight,
best.
Big Californian hug.
Yeah.
I'll pat him on the shoulder.
That's as much as you're gonna do. Okay, sweet.
Upper
Well,
hand.
today you actually brought also hardware. So you're showing off stuff. I don't know if I should even spoil anything. They're gonna be presenting for the first time new information, new visuals for Skullgirl.
Yep.
And also, you're going to talk about PS3 controller compatibility with PS4s.
Yep.
Something that you guys worked on.
Yeah. So people might remember. I mean, maybe you don't, but I do because we made the driver. People might remember that when the PS4 came out, Sony said, although the PS4 does not support PS3 peripherals, it's up to the developer, and they can do it if they want to. And everybody was like, "Oh man, developers are going to be awesome, and they're going to go do this for us because developers are great." And it turned. I mean, it's not like Sony really sugarcoated that, because you have to write your own USB driver is not. Yeah, developers can go do it if they want. It's, developers can invest a significant amount of time and make this thing work if they really feel like doing that, right? So we believe very strongly that your investment in, for example, an arcade stick is important. I mean, for crying out loud, like, this thing was old and it set me back like $110 or 95 bucks or whatever it was.
My goodness, yeah.
I've bought Moss sticks throughout my life. I mean, a stick is a serious piece of hardware.
Indeed.
And one of the really nice things about the PS3 was that it supported all kinds of standards that weren't just the PS3 controllers. So you could plug in random adapters and stuff and they would work. Also, full disclosure, we're not selling a branded stick, so we don't have any investment in asking you to buy a PS4 stick, please. So we worked on a PS3 on PS4 driver, and we'd like to show it off. I don't know how they see that.
How they visualize that? I mean, do they?
I don't know how they.
That's okay.
Do it either.
They can see maybe gameplay and us pressing buttons and the gameplay happening when we press.
It shows you the name of the stick on the version.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So I mean, we can do that if you'd like to do that.
Yeah.
And also we can, or we can. They have, they've got us on the screen.
Hi.
They can show us, hey, look.
That's what it looks
PS3
like.
sticks.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. So should we do this?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Let's do this. So this is the PS4. Do I have to wait for them to switch?
We good?
We good? Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is the PS4. Here's Skullgirls. It is still called Simple Shooting Game because we don't have all of our Sony credentials yet, so I cribbed the ones from their trial. So it's called Simple Shooting Game.
Don't worry, we're not announcing a new Skullgirls
No, it's not a shooter.
spin-off.
Don't worry.
Shoot.
So if I run this,
Oh.
also this is, check it out, it's the PS4 version.
I cannot read. I'm sorry. That's so
Sorry.
dark. I can't read it.
Peas
Yeah.
are popping. Move mics away from the
Oh,
face a little bit, from the mouth.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
moved it away from my mouth.
Thank you.
Also, I defeated the purpose of him, like, secretly.
Secretly
Writing
saying
it
it's
to us.
okay. We're all about embarrassing all of our technical
Brand
people.
X. Brand X. Do you know Mr. or Miss Brand X?
Oh, we know
Yes.
Brand. What's up, Brand?
Mister.
We also know
Skullgirls,
Persona.
Simple
Persona
Shooting
on
Game.
there actually works
All
for
right.
us.
So
What's up, John?
there is a crash in the sound code currently, so if the game crashes, that's why.
Okay.
But I mean, it's in progress. There aren't any loading screens or whatever.
Cross
Not
my
that
fingers.
it
Yep.
needs it,
All
because
right.
it loads so damn fast.
Yeah, the PS4 loads really freaking quickly. All right, so if I go to this, you can see right here we have two PS3 sticks plugged into our PS4.
Actually, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, and it reads the device info off of the stick, so it'll also show you like what button I'm pressing. I mean, obviously this is the debug version, so that's why I have this so that people can test it. But it
There
shows
you
which
go.
button I'm
Proof-
pressing.
proof
This
is
is
in
the
the pudding,
this is
people.
the PS button.
Let's give
Uh,
a round of sound, even though I'm the only one here right now. It's 3:40 in the
Hooray,
morning.
hooray for being able to use your old PS3 stuff.
Yep.
No, big time. Like
Yeah,
you said,
dude,
it's
that's
an
awesome.
investment, and I'm sure people are going to be super stoked. So
Yeah. I mean, so the way that this driver works is it's not a piece of hardware or anything like an adapter that you normally buy. It's just included with the game. So for Skullgirls for PS4, if you have a PS3 stick, for the most part, most of them will work. We've been having people here all day plug their sticks in and see
Try it
what's
out.
going on.
Yeah.
There are some sticks that crash the driver, which we will need to get one of and then fix the driver to make it not work. But so far, the only thing that hasn't worked was one person's like third-party actual controller, which identifies itself as a DualShock. So
to clarify this, the driver won't let you plug in a DualShock.
Yeah.
Specifically.
like the PlayStation 4 specifically forbids DualShocks from working.
That's DualShocks. Go away, DualShocks.
Which also means, unfortunately, that any hardware that you have that identifies itself as a
As a
DualShock
DualShock.
also won't work.
Even though it's not. a
Yeah.
DualShock, but it
So
identifies it.
the only one of those that we've seen that's a major impact so far was the PS360 Plus board, which is a dual mod board that you can use for custom sticks. Identifies itself as a DualShock and doesn't work. But I'm actually talking to Pear from PS360, and they're gonna try sending me new firmware to see whether they can fix it.
Excellent.
So if they can fix that, then your PS360s will also work. Cthulhu boards work, like TEs obviously work.
As
So
you can see.
yeah. So
Cross some fingers for that.
ta-da! I mean, we're pretty proud of this because it's. I mean, you know, Sony said you can do it, and then it was like, wow, this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
But check it out, it works.
You can do it. It's a giant mountain you have to climb. But
Yep.
You can do it, and then you're like, yeah, all right, you will. And you
Yep.
did.
And we will save all consumers money because that's what we care about.
And we hope we're offering that
Oh, yeah.
the driver to other companies. Like if they want to have the same compatibility, the same driver in their game, they can contact us and we'll give it to them for free.
Yeah.
You hear that, guys? That's
So-
how kind they are. They could be selling it, but they're giving it out for free.
Mostly, I want games to include this because I want to be able to use my stick with everything.
Yeah.
So it's somewhat a selfish motivation.
No. It's
But
I think it's mostly a very giving motivation.
yeah, I mean, like, I want as many people as possible to be able to play games they enjoy, including this one. So we'd like you to, I mean, like I said, a stick is a big investment, especially for a lot of people that play fighting games. It's a bigger investment than it seems like it is because if they're not going to tournaments and like winning and all that stuff, you buy like one stick and that's all you have. And sticks are like 150, like they're not cheap.
Some of the really like posh ones go up to like 200,
Yeah.
250.
Well, a custom stick is like
Oh,
over
yeah,
300
dude, the
easy.
full
Oh,
hammer
that's
guys?
a whole
Yeah.
other
Man,
Those are
ballpark.
beautiful, but they're also expensive.
Yeah, I see everyone holding their sticks dearly, and I'm like, wow, that's super cool. Everyone has their own stick.
Oh, yeah.
Move from one part of the game center to another part.
Yep. So
Legit.
we're actually, we were over there in the corner. We've been making a Google Doc of which sticks work and which sticks don't.
Nice.
So it turns out that currently it looks like plugging in Kanbas crashes the driver. Or like the Kanba itself will work and then nothing that you plug in after it will work. So
Oh.
we have to go fix that. But it was interesting, or not interesting, it was kind of sad because it gave us a lot of false negatives because somebody tested a Kanba and then it was like 10 people went up and they're like, my stick doesn't work. And then we restarted the game and then it worked.
Yeet.
So,
Yeah.
So still more testing.
So
We gotta
many
work it out
traps,
before
and
it's
you
final.
gotta,
but
yeah.
I mean, it's not easy, but we'll do it.
Yeah, trial and error.
We'll
Trial
keep
and error.
we'll keep a thorough list, and once the list is like pretty complete, we'll.
You
share
guys
that
are
to
a
everybody.
Cinderella story. From what I remember, like Skullgirls was, it's, you know, a fighter that's actually included in tournaments, right up there with games that have been around forever, like Street Fighter, and obviously your developers that care are very passionate about it, and the community is very passionate about it, and you're still doing it, and you're still giving stuff, you know.
Well, I mean, we're here as fighting game players, right? I mean, a lot of the stuff that I do in Skullgirls is stuff that I wish fighting games would have done, so we do it.
There you go. There you go.
Should we show off the game a little
Was
bit?
it-
Sure.
Should we show off?
Yeah.
Should we show off
Do
some?
you want to see the game, or do
I
you
would-
want to see like what? Because we also have one of the most extensive training modes out of anything. I don't know how many fighting games you play, but like,
You also, okay, at the same time, you want there was some news information about Skullgirls specifically, or have we gone over?
oh well, I mean, there's the characters that are not done yet. Like this has Beowulf in it.
Should we
You-
show? Are we allowed?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Here. All right.
We're not like.
And that's right, because the PS4 controller is in charge. I gotta fix that.
Anything new that we'd be showing off is just new Beowulf stuff. Beowulf is our currently in development character.
Yeah. All right.
So this is training
What's-
mode.
Tell us about Beowulf.
Sure,
Actually, he's a white square, as you can see.
The formidable white square.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love
yeah,
it.
as you can see, like he
Yeah.
doesn't have all of his UI art yet.
Sure.
But he's got some fun color reference palettes.
Yeah, Batman and
Batman
Riker.
And
Riker.
you're saying he now.
Yes.
Oh,
so
yes.
Oh
that
yeah,
is-
He is
that's
actually-
right. I forgot you didn't play this.
Right.
You
right.
didn't even play Big Band.
Oh man.
You haven't even seen Big Band yet.
Oh.
Oh man, I gotta pick Big Band. Big Band
Okay.
is
All
like
right.
the hottest thing you. Well, no, I should do Beat Express Knuckles. Big Band, yeah. So it's called Skullgirls because of the plot, not because it was only going to be girls.
Oh, okay.
So the plot is that there is a girl who obtained the Skull Heart, so she became the Skullgirl. That's like the TLDR version. So
Okay.
she's the boss. So it's not because of the cast, right? Like you don't actually punch streets in Street Fighter. All right. So once again, no loading screen. If it crashes, the PS4 will tell us, which is really nice because the PS3 doesn't do that.
And once again, I want
just
to
show
say,
you-
beautiful. I love this art style. I love the fluidity.
Yep. Thank you. We are very proud of it.
Should be.
We
It's a great mix of the Japanese inspiration, and I see American, Western inspiration there as well.
Oh, I'm just doing this because this is my TE. Is
Oh, yeah,
controlling the
it's the
character. Look at
PS3
that.
stick.
Thank you for thank
Yeah,
you.
PS3 stick.
Can you guys see
Yep.
visually?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Beowulf.
Okay.
He's the what? 4th DLC character out of 5?
Yes.
Yes, I can count. I
And
don't.
he really looks like the character Beowulf from the classic literature, right? There was some inspiration there.
I mean, a little bit. He's got like a Grendel's arm type thing.
Oh, yeah.
too.
So-
We're like
I
the-
see that formidable looking chair behind him.
Yep. So
Right.
he's. Oh well, I could do his tag.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So this is Big Band. I forgot you didn't see Big Band at all. Big Band is great. I'll talk about him afterwards. But
quite
anyway,
mysterious looking.
so Big Band or Beowulf's tag
And he's a
actually comes
saxophone.
from behind you,
Okay.
which is pretty awesome and hits you with the chair. And then he doesn't have all his moves right now. So like this is hard punch, right? Is nothing.
Yeah, he just twitches.
But he has crouching hard punch, which is with the chair. So his
Is there a counter for the tag where he's coming from the back? Is
yeah,
there,
you can block it
you can
backwards.
block it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a regular tag. It just comes from behind, and he's pretty punishable if you block it.
Oh, that's what I was wondering if it was a counter attack.
But yeah, so he's got a couple of unique things about him. The first one is he can't throw it yet, but he's gonna be able to throw his chair like Captain America's shield, and it'll actually set up on the stage, and you'll be able to use it like by knocking opponents into it to change what your combo is.
Oh my gosh.
So right now I can fake that by taking it off by pressing 2 kicks.
Okay.
So if I take the chair off, then crouching hard punch changes from hitting him with the chair to hitting him with Grendel's arm.
Ooh.
And crouching hard kick changes from sweeping him with the chair to sweeping him with Grendel's arm. So you don't know any of his backstory. Grendel was a Gigan that he wrestled and then killed. And then I think what the story was then his mom came in the ring and fought Beowulf, something like that.
Yeah, the mom was involved. I forget.
I'm like
so
pretty sure that that's actually the case.
so foggy about it.
But yeah, so when you don't have the chair, unlike Captain America or most characters that their normals get worse when you don't have their signature item, his normals actually get better.
Really?
I mean, there will be downsides like you'll take more chip damage and things like that, but
That arm though.
yeah,
Awesome.
he's pretty great. Oh yeah, so the other stuff that he's got working for him is there's a crowd hype mechanic that is not at all implemented yet, but so that's light punch, right? But you can hold it down and the crowd will slowly get more excited. And
That is
I'm not going to
cool.
say what it's going to do yet because I don't want to spoil
Oh,
that.
very nice, very nice. I was gonna ask, like, do you want to reveal?
But standing medium punch, you can drop the microphone, which will excite the crowd even more. And it'll improve aspects of the third thing that's unique to him, which is the way that his grabs work. So normally in fighting games, right, like Cerebella here, I throw you, you get thrown, and that's it, right? And if I have a command throw, then I do a command throw, and then that's it. He doesn't have all his thrown frames, which is why he was standing up in the middle of that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Um,
That was too fast for me to see anyway.
yeah.
Don't worry.
Well, so as you can see, he's not done yet, right?
Yeah. It's good to
But-
show that he's not done it, then obviously everyone knows that.
But since we work on gameplay before his art is all complete,
It's pretty
when-
sweet that we can see
yep. As soon as
a
he
lot
has
of his
all
moves and animations right now.
yeah. As soon as he has all of his normals and throws and stuff, he's gonna go into the beta on PC, even though he's uncolored. We do that with everybody.
Yeah, it helps us work out bugs and helps us figure out balance before we actually release them.
Sweet.
Yeah. So the next thing, the thing that the crowd mechanic or that the crowd hype is going to help with is his grabs. So his grabs are extremely unique, which is when you grab them, it's more like a beat 'em up than a fighting game. Obviously, this isn't done yet either, but there are different ways to grab them. Like throw is this one. There's also if you use crouching medium kick as an OTG. Then it grabs them, same thing.
Nice.
So what that does is you pick them up and you can move around and jump. And
Ooh,
like beat 'em up style.
that's-
yeah,
yeah,
like a
that's-
beat 'em up.
yeah,
right?
like a beat 'em
You
up
can move
game.
around and jump, and you'll have attacks that you can do normally, and then you have finishers. He only has one finisher at present
got 2.
Oh, he's got 2. Oh, yeah, he's got snap.
Oh,
That's
he
right.
saw the jazz hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's got snapback from grab mode, too.
Ooh. Wow.
Put that character in the trash.
Yeah. So
That's beautiful.
he's going to have a bunch of different ways to get into
Quite
that.
the showman, isn't he? He likes to show off.
All
His
of his
wrestling-
expressions,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
you can just tell he's just having such a good time.
Mics.
Yeah.
Yep. Neither of them has crumple, huh? That's sad. I was
no.
going to show off crumple. Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, all of his animations are based on either wrestling reference or wrestlers in general. Like his knee fall animation is Ric Flair has this thing where this very famous falling over that he did. So his knee fall is that.
Oh, sweet.
And he doesn't have down back or anything yet, right?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't have
But
any
he's
of
got
those
the,
yet.
the spinneroonie.
Right.
It's a famous wrestling thing.
Yep. But yeah, those are going to be like, you know, you smack the floor first so that you don't get hurt.
Nice.
That kind of thing.
Like, I know this stuff from my own WWF days back.
Oh, yeah.
And then Ric Flair, as you were saying, WCW. And like the crossover between loving wrestling and loving gaming is pretty strong. So you're going to be a lot of people feeling the fan service, I believe.
So the grab stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the more excited that the crowd is, the better stuff you get to do from your grab. He'll have a ton of different finishers for it. You know,
But the cost to that, or the trade-off, is that to hype up the crowd, you're an easy. Like,
yeah,
you're,
you
you're
have to
defenseless.
you have to make
Yeah,
the
you're
time to do
vulnerable.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, though I mean the one that I'm like waiting for myself is where you jump and you hit down and punch and you get a pile driver or whatever.
Ooh.
Like, because beat 'em ups always let you do that, and it was always way more fun to like. You felt a lot more like you were doing the pile driver
Right.
because you had to be like jump and then down and button and then like actually do it, and it's
Rather
just
than-
like such a simple thing, but you
Uh-huh.
felt like way more involved.
It's the little things. It's the
Yeah.
little things.
Um,
I just wanted to point out a few things from the chat. The Purple Sharpie says, "Yo, effing on my way to rename my firstborn Beowulf. I don't need electrolytes. I need a Beo release." And she also asked, "That's Render?"
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? I'm Render.
Yeah.
What's up, Sharpie? Thanks for all the streaming you do. You're awesome.
Wyvern X666 says he was just in grand finals for GGLL.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I was in grand finals.
Yep, and I was
Only
disqualified.
because Mike got disqualified.
Disqualified?
Yeah.
I had to go home and fix the PS4 version.
Oh, man.
If
so
Mike
I
hadn't
wasn't
had to do
there for
it, it would have been him in grand finals for sure. Maybe it would have been you and me.
It's okay. I 7-0'd Tron at the end, so we're good. But yeah, so he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The last thing that he has is, I mean, I can't talk about what his specials are going to be yet.
Sweet,
But
sweet.
currently he also has a hop dash. So I don't know if you played like Vampire Savior or anything like that.
I have not yet.
Oh, okay. So one of the coolest things, like in most fighting games, if you're allowed to move out of your, or if you're allowed to do stuff out of your dash, right? Like Third Strike and SF4, you can't do stuff out of your dash. In Marvel, you can. It's always just grounded attacks, like you just dash and then you can do whatever attack while dashing. Vampire Savior and like King of Fighters has short hops, but it's not quite the same thing.
Right.
But like Vampire introduced the concept of having a hop dash,
Okay.
which is you're actually airborne while you
Ah.
dash. So like he's got jumping medium punch, right? But if you dash and do it, then you get a hopping version, and you can continue off of that
Oof.
by linking into other
Right,
stuff. Right. So like even with like the standing medium kick, because standing and jumping are pretty similar, see? But the standing one's not an overhead. So if you do the hop one, it is actually an overhead because you were in the air when you did it. Oh, she's in the corner. He doesn't have a back throw yet, so he can't get you out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he can like walk you backwards, I guess.
Oh, I love some of these animations for when he picks them up and he's ready to do a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to mention for a second, one of the advantages of our like development process with characters and the way we do the gameplay first is that we end up not wasting any like animation frames. So we put them in like with really, really rough animation. Like you saw some of his get-ups was just like really rough drawings, right?
Yeah.
That helps us get the timing down so we can put it in the game and actually like do it.
Yeah, because I mean, I worked on a bunch of different games before we started Lab Zero and worked on Skullgirls. Like I worked on Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2 and
Nice.
like really
Thank
old
you.
games.
Thank you very much.
Yep. If you enjoyed the Jedi in those games, not the animation, but all the scripting and everything was me. design and stuff. Yes.
Thank you, Mikey.
I'm
Fun
proud
games.
of Battlefront 2. That was a good
Many
game.
people love.
Then we made
Battlefront
things
games.
like Mercenaries and Lord of the Rings.
Well, let's go on.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I miss Pandemic. They were nice. But so one of the things that I noticed, like, I'll tell you a story. How about that?
Go ahead.
So Battlefront 2, right? You remember you could play as the Wampa?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could play as the Wampa and you fought on Hoth and all this other stuff. That happened because one of the animators was told to do some Wampa animations for like it standing around and smacking you, and then the Wampa got cut. But then she didn't get told that it got cut. So
She just kept.
she did those animations,
Yeah.
and then she came back and was like, I got the Wampa animations that you asked me to do, and they were like, dude, we cut that like weeks ago. On a different game, there were animations made for the main character of like crawling along underneath the train and doing a bunch of other stuff, and those like never got used. Like,
Yeah.
there-
So I
there
like
is-
your guys' strategy, your style of
Yeah.
without doing that.
There's a
focusing so
lot
much
of
on the
stuff
animation.
that gets wasted in game development. So one of the reasons that we do stuff this way is because it wastes so little work, right? If we put in a move in a rough state and it sucks, then we're not going to do anything other than that. I mean, over the course of the first 8 characters, we wasted a total of 5 animations. Like
Wow,
5 final animations.
Yeah, that's
And 2 of them got reused for Double, who turns in everybody else. But
it's a great time saver.
yeah, so this is Beowulf. He is pretty sick, and he will be even sicker. Oh yeah, and just because you hadn't seen him, this is Big Band.
Oh yeah, yeah. Show me a little bit of
Big Band was one of the characters that I was waiting for. So his unique mechanic is Sound Stun, which is when he hits you with things and the little music notes come out. You see how they got stuck in place for a really long time?
It's true.
So that happens on a bunch of different moves, see? And you get
can-
one of those per combo, but you can use it to, I'm on a pad, this is going to be really hard. Man. Alright, I'll just do it off of this. So like, you get the combo off of that, because they get held in place for a really long time.
Right.
So you only get one. If you do 2 of them in a row, then they fall out invincible. But it allows you to do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Like, hit her before she hits the ground again.
My gosh. Oh.
Yeah, so he's kind of like Q-Cross with Juggernaut, only not bad.
No, he's awesome.
I mean, like, I love Q and I love
Yeah.
Kuroda and all that, but man, if he could cancel low forward or low short, he'd be way better.
he's smooth. Yeah.
But yeah, so he has Rush Punch, and you can stop it,
Oh, you can.
and he has the anti-air grab version, which combos if you hit with it. That was the thing I did before.
Oh, he's voiced by the illustrious Rich Brown.
Oh yeah, he's
Rich
voiced
Brown,
by.
Yes.
You can't hear his voice because we're up here.
Okay.
But his when we first went to, because Rich Brown used to work at game trailers. When we first went to game trailers, and he like came out, he was the cameraman, and he came out and he was like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Oh,
and we were
nice.
like, "Oh man, we have got to use
Use
you
that
as a
voice.
voice."
Yeah.
That's
And
perfect
we
for
like remembered about it
Big
for like
Band.
a year and a half, and we knew we wanted him to be Big Band like from the get go.
That's dope.
But yeah, so he also has an air super that you can control.
Oh my gosh.
I
I love his move.
Oh, you can see way more Super Shadows. This is on the
Oh yeah,
PS4
this is
also.
so for those of you who are playing Skullgirls on other platforms, one of the things that we had to do was cut down the number of super shadows because doing palletized art on a PS3 and 360 is really expensive in terms of rendering, especially interpolated palletized art like we do. Don't ask. But so we had to cut down the super shadows to 1.
Okay.
So on the PS4 version, they actually have the number of super shadows they're supposed to. So there's
See that
like
big trail.
Yeah.
so there's like a lot more stuff following your character around.
Beautiful.
Which is, yeah, it's next gen.
Welcome to the next gen, everyone.
But yeah, so it's level 3.
Oh,
Jazz podium.
that is super cool.
He also has a level 5, which I'm gonna mangle on a pad here. Yeah, I got it. Which counts down your super bar, but lets you play a trumpet solo. Like, oh, I didn't explain like, and then you can finish it with the actual level 5. So his trumpet.
JoJo's reference.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So his trumpet, you can actually play. You can't hear any of this, and this stream chat's going to be really annoyed
Probably
at me for
sounds
it.
terrible.
Yeah, but it's got 3 full octaves, So you can actually and it uses real, on a stick anyway, it uses actual trumpet fingering.
That's super. Wow, you guys really thought that one out.
There's actually there's a whole thread on our community forums of people just doing
playing
songs.
away.
Yep.
That's sweet.
And it's a really great way in tournament settings to just totally style on somebody when you do that
I
move,
know, right?
and you're just
I can imagine.
boom or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
I love it.
You can combo into it. I'm gonna mangle the heck out of this.
Please don't spend the next 5 minutes trying
I
to do
won't.
this. Okay.
This is.
I did it.
There it is. Boom.
And then you get to play your solo, and then you get to actually finish him with the super anyway.
Very nice. That's the
Yeah.
first time I think I've heard of any game giving that kind of freedom,
Yeah.
customization.
Well,
to
also
their
because
special.
it doesn't have anything to do with fighting,
Yeah,
so most
yeah.
games wouldn't do this kind of thing.
Exactly.
But F-Zero does.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I mean, he's musical and it was fun, so why not? But yeah, so that's Big Band. Oh, and if you taunt, yeah, I taunted.
He comes
If you taunt,
bagpipe.
yeah, you can actually hold it down.
Yeah, you
So
can
that's
hit
what
it.
he's been hiding under there.
Yep. He's a commando,
Yeah.
Scottish style, right?
Yeah.
So once you've taunted, it powers up both of your level 1 supers. So your head crush or your horn crush ends in the rapid punches, and your air super ends in.
Oh my gosh. Ouch. It's like a kind of a bell slam.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's pretty great. I'm a huge fan of him. I love him a lot. He's on my team. So. Oh, more stuff that our training mode gives you. Yeah, you get save states.
Oh, okay. So
I wish way more
See?
fighting games.
I saved a state.
that.
Look at that.
that's
Yeah, we give you a lot of stuff.
very generous of you guys. And
Well, I mean, we also approach it as players
Yeah,
too.
we use it all the time.
all of the awesome stuff that we wish the fighting games
You
that
can
we
see
play
again and
had,
again and again,
We're
yeah.
like, well, we're making a fighting game. Let's
Yep.
throw all that in
then
there.
we'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, we give you slow motion in case you want to practice combos in slow motion.
Oh.
We do not have clean pause menu, which is the thing where you can get rid of the pause menu while it's paused, because that turns out to be really difficult with our UI tool. Otherwise, we would totally have that, and
We
I
have
feel
an
really bad that
explanation
we
right
don't.
here, guys. So
Oh yeah, we have 2 different types of attack data. You can turn on hitboxes, which is like,
This is all
That
this
is
is like
fascinating.
under the hood. of
Yeah,
fighting
yeah,
games,
yeah.
Pretty much.
yeah. So this is one of those things that's a big ideological difference between American developers and Japanese developers, or I guess me and Japanese developers, which is I don't have any problem showing you hitboxes because you'll figure everything out eventually anyway, and it's interesting to see why moves whiff or whatever. Plus,
Yeah.
you can use it to convey information like
I think it's
I'm
the
trying
first
to
time I've
crouch
ever
block
seen
right now,
hitboxes.
and now I'm not. Oh, you mean in a game?
Yeah.
We also have the hit stun bar, which shows you how much hit stun you have left, which I shamelessly stole from Eternal Fighter Zero because it was a really good idea. We give you the training grid, which people use for stuff, I guess. I was a request I got a lot. I don't use it, but people
See
do.
on A4, yeah, that's how they use the training.
Yep. But yeah,
You sung my battleship.
Yeah, right.
we have another thing that most games don't do, which is you can actually see when a move is a cross-up. See that hit spark? That means it's a cross-up.
Cross up is where the move goes over you, and you have to block the opposite direction that
Yeah.
you're facing, or that you would for the other move.
Yeah.
That
So
was
since we
terrible
know when it's
explanation.
going to be one,
Okay.
yeah, cross-up is a move that goes behind you.
Yeah.
Input display, lots of different health settings, all this other stuff. Probably the coolest thing is one that I just added that's unfortunately not on console yet, but it's that thing in the middle of the screen there, which you probably can't see. It's a little dark
Oh,
green
yeah, the
dot.
green circles right under the timer.
Yeah, so the way that the infinite prevention system works in this game,
Okay.
because you have to prevent infinites, right? I mean, otherwise, why bother?
Yeah.
This actually shows you what buttons you're still allowed to use.
Crazy.
See, they turn red. So the ground or the air ones turn red at the
I see,
top,
I see,
and
I
then
see,
the
yeah.
ground ones
Yeah.
turn red on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
So if you use a normal in both places, then it turns red, like fully red, and you can't use that button.
And that's basically our answer to infinite combos, which is what anytime a new fighting game gets announced or whatever, like the first thing that people ask in the community is like, oh, it's a new game. I hope it doesn't have infinites in it.
Yeah.
Because that always kills a game
Right.
competitively.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing about our infinite prevention system, I can say because it's one of the things I'm proud of,
Should be.
is that it is provably something that prevents infinites. It's not like you wave your hands and like there are exceptions and blah 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 blah. Like this provably like there aren't any. And when people find bugs in the system, I fix them anyway. But yeah, this was the first game that shipped without infinites basically since ST.
Ooh.
So, but yeah, Big Band is pretty great, and I love him a lot. He's
He's a fun
one of
character.
the two characters that I was really waiting for.
He's a fun character.
After Big Band, it was Eliza, and after Eliza, it's Beowulf. Eliza just came out like earlier this month.
Oh yeah.
But after Beowulf, it's going to be Robo Fortune,
Yep.
which is like
Robo
Fortune. We have a character named Misfortune.
Okay.
So it's a robot remix version of that character.
Yeah,
see.
but she's totally redrawn and stuff, so it's not like regular clone status.
Sure,
we
sure,
already
sure.
have a regular clone because since you didn't know about Big Band, you don't know about this either. Please don't crash from music. Thank goodness. Okay, so we have Philia right here. We made an April Fool's joke about Fukua, who was a clone of Philia. And we made a trailer and everything for her. And because a bunch of companies are always like, oh man, look at this cool thing that we're never going to do on April Fool's. And then everybody goes, man, I wish that was a real thing. Right? So we actually made her a real thing.
Oh,
and we
okay.
put her out on April 1st. So if you booted up the game on April 1st, she actually existed.
That's awesome. I love the way you guys played with April Fool's Day.
Yeah, it was like an
Yeah.
April Fool's joke, but
Yeah.
the joke was that.
Yeah,
the
'cause-
joke was that she wasn't a joke.
Because
Yeah.
there were a ton of people on YouTube that were like,
Like,
man, I wish she was a real character.
Yeah.
Right? So this is Philia.
Everyone's always trying to expect the April Fool's
And
thing.
then this is Fukua, who works totally differently and has fireballs and a command throw and all that.
And pretty much 99% of this character reuses frames of Philia, the
Yeah.
character she's a clone of.
Yeah, so she's like our only actual clone type character.
Sure.
Ta-da!
Congratulations. I wish I could talk with you more about actual terms. I think it's obvious that like I'm getting a crash course in a lot of this stuff. When the Street Fighter tournament was going on and I hyped it up, I wasn't able to actually say any of the play-to-play. I left it all to the actual
Look, you hit him with
guy.
that move and then you
Yeah.
got hit by that other move.
Did you
and
see
then
that?
move
Chun-Li
in.
won!
Oh my!
Yeah, wow!
I do get excited about it though, and at the competitiveness of it, even if I can't understand what's going under the
Yep.
hood. And I wanted to know if you guys wanted to show off using your sticks at all.
Yeah,
or-
sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's-
All right,
Should we just play a match or something?
yeah. Main menu. All
We
right,
got about 5.
here we go. Whoa,
Careful.
that's...
You have room?
Yep.
You good?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So your lineup is looking
Oh,
crazy.
wow, I
You're
dropped it.
adding- What? Oh, I'm terrible. No.
okay.
You just go ahead. I know, I'm sure. What's up? Okay, so perfect. We have to wrap it up after about 5 minutes, so you can have
Okay.
a match in that time. I hope.
All
Sure.
right. I guess I'll pick 3.
Oh, all right.
I'll be Team DLC. Do that.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be the original 3 characters.
Okay. Brass knuckles. Yeah. All right. No, you know what? I'll lead with Eliza too. She's.
I'll be them in their most hideous colors. Yes. These colors are so great.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for the design of Sarabella, the character design. I love the way she looks.
Oh yeah, she was another character that I really enjoyed. Like, as soon as you see her, you know pretty much exactly what she's gonna do, right?
She's gonna grab you with those giant
Yeah.
arms.
Yep,
Yeah.
that silhouette like speaks for itself. All right, so let's play. Let's pray it doesn't crash.
Okay.
I mean, obviously this port isn't done, so things like that are gonna
You're
happen.
right.
Oh, some of that is caching sound, so like that won't happen in the final build, obviously, but that slowdown ends after about 3 seconds.
But here you guys have it. This is the next gen PS4, or the current gen right now. And at the same time,
Oh, I thought that would work.
using hardware, the PS3
Yep.
hardware, through the drivers that Line Zero has provided and will provide freely
Yep.
to any of y'all
If
developers.
other game companies want to use them, they are more than welcome.
Give them a call.
If they don't
You
want
know
to
where
use
find
them, they're still more than welcome.
Yeah.
Though we certainly encourage players who want to. Oh man. Oh no, Eliza. We certainly encourage players who want to contact other companies that haven't talked to us already to try to get those
we've
drivers
actually
in.
gotten several companies that are interested already
Nice.
in having us do something. But, you know, once the driver is fully complete, we very much encourage other companies to come and contact us. And we encourage people to tell other companies to do so, because
Yeah, spread the word.
they're not going to know about
Yeah.
it unless you tell them. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh god. All right.
Sorry, it's hard to talk and play at the same time.
Oh,
You think I would be better at it after having done it so often?
I freaking totally understand that. I did that for the first time today hosting, and I was like, I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't learn how to play a new game while trying to host.
Okay.
Oh, I totally got you. Oh, yeah.
So we have some comments. Oh my God, those super shadows, so hot. That might have been a while ago.
Oh, yeah, they look really good on Diamond
Yeah.
Dynamo, too, though.
Oh god.
Look at all those extra super shadows. What you gonna do with all those shadows? All
Enjoy
that shadows
them?
behind your super? I'm not gonna finish that reference because it would be awful.
All right, I'm sure they got it though.
Oh no! I'm holding right
I
into
hope
me with
not.
same stage.
It would make them really old. Is that song old?
Are we saying Ghost?
Huh?
What you gonna do?
With all that junk.
It's kind of old.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's not too old.
If
It's
I
still
know
the
it-
zeros. It's the zeros. Still.
okay, if I
Yeah.
know it, it's probably pretty old. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not
Oh,
dead.
not quite. Oh no! I missed my daisy pusher. There it is. Oh, I forgot you had meter. Wow, I didn't think that was gonna whip me.
Ah.
Oh god.
Oh, you moved. All right, I didn't know that was gonna hit you. Well, so there you go. It runs on PS3.
Well done. You know, it
And
didn't
it
really
didn't
crash.
crash.
It didn't
PS4.
crash.
PS4.
PS4.
Wow.
There you go. You're so used to saying
We've been
PS3.
saying PS3 for so like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's really difficult
It
to say
feels
PS4.
good. And that was a special show for you guys. So thank you guys for being part of Extra Life LA stream.
Yeah.
Thank you for having this event.
This is for a really good cause.
Yes.
We're super excited to be a part of it. Thanks so much.
And yeah, keep staying in touch with us, and we hope to see you again soon on other events. And awesome game.
Thank
as
you.
I know my homies always say they love playing. I would say too, as though I suck at all 2D fighting games forever, so I don't even try.
You should try our tutorials. They're actually designed specifically for people who are having their first time with fighters.
Totally, yeah, that's like me. That is totally
Yep.
me. I'll give it a look. So thank you, and I believe we're ready to give it a wrap. So we'll say peace out to the next segment is gonna roll.
Thank you,
So,
everybody.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
everyone.
Thank you for having us.